side. We're happy tonight, walking in the winter.
Gonna break it up. Hello, welcome to the Stanley's Christmas. We're doing today our Christmas cake. So it's Sunday the 29th of November and we're preparing our Christmas cake. So in the bowl we've got our unsalted butter and we're adding some dark muscovado sugar, which we need to break up. Quite solid. You want to break that down? Now I've got the oven on 140 fan just to warm through. Let's get the whisk. Unfortunately, we don't have a KitchenAid, which would have worked a lot better. Softens up a bit. Open it apart with 2 thumbs. That's it. Make sure all the egg whites come out. That's it. Give me that one. Get another one. That's it. Not too much. That's it. All party thumbs. Make sure you get the egg white. That's it. Close it. Empty it out. Yeah. That's it. Next one. Thumbs in.
I did. Oh.
A bit shell. In there. That's it. Now I need to whisk with a fork.
Okay.
Whisk. Not stirring.
Oh.
I'll show you, look.
Oh.
I'll show you. I'll show you. Like that.
Mm.
Beat lightly with a fork, then add a little at a time. So we need to add a little bit to this now. That's it. Quick beat. Mix that in now. We'll mix that in. So into the sugar and butter mixture, we've got 5 eggs. Just beaten up. So I'm just weighing out 100 grams of ground almonds. That's it. We can mix that in there. Mix it in. So that goes into the butter, the dark muscovado sugar, mix it in, and we've got 5 eggs in there. That's that. And now we can add, mix it in around the edges. Well mixed in. Now we can add our toasted hazelnuts. So these have been shelled and just lightly toasted, but you can buy them already shelled, which is a lot easier than trying to do it yourself, which is what I did, and it took me 3 hours. So we can put those in. It said use about, what did it say? 150 grams. There's less than that there. So mix those in. And the dried and vine fruits. So we'll just add these dried fruits now. So we've got prunes, glacé cherries, apricots. Mix those in. And candied peel. Cherries have been halved. Right, so in our mixture, we've put in the hazelnuts, the ground almonds, and the dried fruits. We're going to add now the vine fruits. So in here, we've got currants, sultanas, and dried cranberries. So we'll put those in. Do you want to mix while I empty? You want to mix? It says if you add more sultanas, you've got a lighter coloured cake, so it's not as dark. So there's quite a few sultanas in there. Mix it in. Put it in with a bigger bowl. Get right in there, dig in. Get this mixture here. So that's the dried fruit, so we need to add in some brandy. Mix all that in well, like this lot. So slushy. That's it. So you've got to do it. Well mixed in. We've got to add 5 tablespoons of brandy. So it can be any brandy, don't have to be best quality. Just put this in, so 5 tablespoons. 1, you mix that in. 2, 3, 4, 5. You mix that in.
Strong.
And we've got next the zest of 1 orange and 1 lemon. Put that in. All these smells we've got now, the aromas of Christmas. So the zest has gone in there. And the juice we need. So that's the juice of the orange and the lemon. Seems like a lot of wet, isn't it, there going in. You mix as well. Push it in. That's it. It's like a big mud pie. So dig in right deep. That's it, that's the juice. So this is all our wet mixture now. We just need to put together the dry mixture. I think we're going to fit everything in here.
Yeah.
Hello again! Back at the ranch. We're now adding the dry to the wet mixture. So we've got 350 grams of plain flour. Into that we need half a teaspoon of baking powder. There we go. So mix the baking powder and the flour together. Just dry. And then we're going to fold this into the wet mixture. So do you want to stir it in as I pour some in? Fold it lightly and you stir. Dig it in. Push it down into the mixture. Can you do it? Is it tough? Dig it in. Put some more in. No, push it in. Yeah. More. Tough, isn't it? Do you want to have the flour and I do the mixing? Yeah. And you can spoon it in. Another spoon in then. That's it. Keep adding spoons while I stir. And put it in lower down. So it sprinkle. Tip it in. That's it. And you just tip it in. That's it. A good stir in. Right. So we've mixed in all the ingredients now, so they're dry into the wet mixture. Giving it a good stir, so it's holding its shape on the spoon, and it also will fall off eventually off the spoon. That's how it should be. So now, this is the prepared tin. It's been lined twice with baking parchment. So what you do is you grease the tin first, cut out 2 discs for the base, and then a strip. I mean, this tin is 23.5 centimetres diameter. So you just need to measure out your tin and how much paper you need, and then for the around the edge. So you need 2 strips then to go around the edge of the tin. But it needs to be layered twice to protect the cake, stop it from burning. Okay, so let's try and how we're going to do this. Just let me lift this. You lift the spoon out to get all that mixture off. It's quite heavy this. You might need assistance. Right, can you get the spatula then? I'll hold it. Can you try and get some out? Can you? Try and keep it into the tin. Dig it out. Careful. Don't want it down my apron. No, steady. No. That's it. Right, so cake mixture has gone into the tin. It's going to be quite messy when you're dolloping the mixture in there, but you've got to make sure you smooth it off on top so it just sits just at the top of the cake tin, so it will rise. This is why we've got this extra bit of baking parchment to assist with that. So now I'm going to put it in the oven for 1 hour at 140. That's fan 140. for 1 hour. Now I haven't left enough room. No, I haven't. I don't know. Right. So 1 hour at 140. And then after an hour, we turn it down to 130 for 2 hours. That depends on the size of your cake. Because this is a large one, it'll take another 2 hours to finish off. Because it's what's in it. It's fruity. Raw.
What are you two doing?
Your broom? Cleaning the bowl. Nice, isn't it, this? Fruity. Taste of brandy. Right, well it's done. This is the finished product. Not too bad, eh?
Lovely.
Look at this. So it had 1 hour at 140 fan, and then after the hour I turned it down to 130 for 2 hours. So it's had cooling time. Flipped it over. So all I need to do now in the next 2 to 3 days is to feed it with brandy. So we just have to spike it at the base a few times and then just pour on about 3 or 4 tablespoons of brandy, let it soak in. And do that every 3 to 4 days and see how. And then when it gets nearer to Christmas, I'd say like a week before, I think I'll get the marzipan then, and I'll just put a marzipan top on there, and I'll cut out some shapes, so like holly or whatever, and then I toast those so they're browned, just slightly, you know, so they've got a bit of colour on them, and I'll decorate the top then with the marzipan shapes, and then I'll put my nice ribbon around the sides, a dusting of ice and sugar, and that should be it. We'll be able to enjoy it then with a glass of sherry or
That's wine.
brandy, if there's any left.